When you first come in from middle school, you'll want to cry.
I will give you a test every other Wednesday.
It's really stressful.
You aren't as smart as you think you are.
Okay, that's like a B-. You can do a lot better.
It's tangible in some of those classes. You know, you can feel how worried people are about college.
It's a nationally ranked school. My mom pretty much forced me to go to Lowell.
Lowell is Tiger Mom Central. That's motivation.
My friend, he said, oh, you go to an Asian excellency school.
The kids who come here know they are competing in a world that is very high achieving.
I would love UC Berkeley.
Harvard, Stanford,
Columbia.
Stanford.
Stanford Science School.
Lowell is the ultimate self-confidence crusher.
It's us.
Alright, so this is Lowell. It's very unlike all the other high schools in like the area in that it's not in that great of condition. I've had friends from like Menlo Atherton come up here, and they say that Lowell kind of looks like a prison. And I go over to their school, and I know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah, so should we go check it out now? Yeah, this is like the flagpole. This is like the front entrance. This is where everyone goes in. And yeah, this is all our awards and stuff. This is what alumni get to brag about. So we have the library. After school, this place gets packed, like you can't find a seat. This is the computer lab. It's always really crowded, but it's a great place to gain access to computers. So this hallway is usually packed, and that intersection is one of the worst. And I think a lot of kids at Lowell, they're actually pretty amazing.
My mom wants me to go to Stanford, so that's like, whoa, kind of far out there.
Obviously, Stanford would be great, but even if I had a 4.0 GPA and I got a nearly perfect score on the SAT, I would have a 1 in 5 chance of getting in.
Stanford is probably my top choice. Yeah.
What is funny and not funny will depend on who you are.
Like a lot of freshmen have a lot of Stanford gear, and I was one of them. But by sophomore year, you don't see any Stanford gear on them anymore. Maybe it's like Cal and UCLA. By junior year, you see people with like Occidental or like it's another West Coast private college that's not that hard to get into.
My dream school would be probably UCLA.
UC's, baby.
This is the AP Physics C class, and only like the most devoted to like learning and like the best at math and the best at physics and the best at like learning in general take this class. I would say that most kids that end up in an Ivy would have taken this class in high school. I guess you're just looking at like the cream of the crop right here. So, yeah.
We're going to start hopefully in a few seconds.
Oh, I'm not taking it because I didn't take an AP Physics before, and I think that's like sort of like the prerequisite. And because like I'm just too scared to take like a really hard math-related class.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get focused. You're going to need every second. You can use calculators and your brains and your hands and nothing else. Please begin. I've been teaching at Lowell since 1990. In the 90s, if you went to Lowell and had a good, solid B average in honors courses, you got into Berkeley. You just walked in. Everyone got in. Now you don't. They're objectively under more pressure in terms of college acceptance. The physics students essentially are all seniors, so this is their last grade for college application.
One wrong answer could potentially mean the difference between an A and a B or a B and a C, right? Which would be a difference in your overall grade, which would be a difference in your GPA, which would be a difference in your college and everything else.
We want to see whether or not potentially exosomes, the release of exosomes, could maintain homeostasis in a cell. So in this overlay where we inhibit lysosomes and we got rid of exosomes, there was a worsening of homeostasis. But
yours is mostly just as a compensation to loss of lysosomes.
Yeah, loss of lysosomes.
Great. Good work. Oh, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed that anyone, let alone a high school summer student, could do this much work in one summer.
We also did a Western blot of the same protein C63, which is exosome-rich, and then we found that there was an increase of C63 in chloroquine treatment. And knowing that there's an increase of both.
So what do you think you're going to do in the future?
Probably become a surgeon.
Become a surgeon?
Yeah.
What kind of surgeon?
Like brain surgeon.
Turn your shoulders a little that way. Turn your head. Little tilt. Big smile. Perfect.
For Lowell students, I feel like there's definitely a pressure from your classmates.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
And also a pressure at home too. It's like a war on two fronts.
You want to go to college, I want to go to college. I have to be better than you to get into that college. So I'll work my tail off to be better than you.
Sometimes at Lowell it's hard to have a strong sense of self-esteem because you're always comparing yourself to other people. Like, oh, this person has a higher grade point average than me. They got a better ACT score than me. So how am I going to measure up?
You jump in the water, swim an hour that way, swim, that's 2 hours.
Going to Lowell, I have been introduced to so many actual geniuses.
I mean, I feel like every class is a superstar.
Jonathan Chu, for example.
Jonathan Chu,
he's our class president.
He is really, really smart.
Really smart.
He's just a superhuman.
He's just really smart, really social. Probably the Renaissance man at Lowell, per se.
Jonathan is among the top 5 biologists we've ever had, and that's really saying something.
He's the perfect Lowell student. He takes, I guess, every AP and, aces everything.
A 4.7 GPA.
He once got a 0 on his bio test on purpose because he can still do that and get an A to lower the curve.
Jonathan got 100. I'm not surprised. I'll have to make it harder next time.
I think there was little doubt that he was destined for greatness. I guess I came into Lowell thinking that I would go to Lowell, breeze through it, go to Stanford, like do really well at Stanford, go to med school, and then become a doctor, like typical Asian path, right? But when I would get like barely passing, there would always be someone that gets like 120%. And that's when I sort of realized, oh geez, I'm really not even close to the best of the best.
You're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so I, like
18, almost 20 schools. So for now, I'd say getting it down to about 12. 12, if you can.
So like, do colleges like expect like a longer resume, shorter resume?
No, it's more about what you're doing and what your experience has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a competition on length.
Like in terms of what colleges look for, tough classes, high standardized test scores, awards and extracurriculars, you name it, there's pretty much some guy that's doing it better than I am.
Personal statements, the resume, your letters of recommendation, GPA and test scores.
The odds are against me, and I know that. I know that I have to like up the ante. Like for like the supplementals, like our college is looking for anything in particular. I would have to get like a really high score compared to the school's average in order to get some automatic aid, right? Like the universities give you any extra points for getting a decision?
It definitely is going to be a more select group.
Is it worth it to take the PSAT again?
PSAT?
Yeah, trying to be a national merit scholar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of someone taking it again.
Yeah, senior year.
Well, if I could, I would probably just take that SAT every single week.
Dang. Oh yeah, and about being an Eagle Scout. Are there like a lot of scholarships for Eagle Scouts?
Wow. I think that's something you'd have to look into.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
I think that's it for today.
Okay, guys and gals. Today, we face the truth. I will put the bowling ball, I will touch your nose, and I will let it go. And if you don't flinch, it means you know that this is the maximum potential energy, 1,000 joules. It cannot go to 1,001. Okay. Okay, Alvan. Okay, here we go. Oh. Lowell student, he didn't flinch, but what did he do?
When I was in middle school, I thought that everybody who came to Lowell would be like a genius in some sort of way, and like this was the cream of the crop. But now that I'm here, it's just not really that.
Come on up, Shay. All right, here we go. Amazingly close. Sophia, come on up. All right. Walk your nose into it. Stand up.
I don't really know why it's not as difficult for me to be here than it is for other people to be here.
Oh! I saw her hair flinch, but I didn't see her flinch. Did anybody see her flinch?
Nope.
How did you do that?
Maybe it's just that I'm the kind of person who can handle a lot of things at once. I'm the captain of the tennis team. I'm also co-president of Lowell Build-On, vice president of Girls Who Code, and the editor of the school newspaper, too. I think I'm the kind of person who enjoys being busy. That's it for you guys, right? My parents are from mainland China. College is just a huge goal for a lot of immigrant families. Everything you do should be to help you get to the best college you can get to.
are your plans today?
I need to do homework, probably on my free block. But then I have to do journalism on my free block, too.
Here's the deal. What I need you to do, I know, and that's why I want you to write it all down. And then also copy me on your calendar so I can help you remember. You have to put the alerts on your calendar, and so I can remember.
I was in chemistry class as a sophomore, and I had gotten a bad grade in class, and I said out loud, "Oh man, my mom is going to be really upset." The girl across the table, she asked me, "Wait, Rachel, what ethnicity are you?" And I said, I'm black and white. And she said, "Well, what ethnicity is your mom?" And I was like, "She's African American." And she said, "That's so weird because I didn't expect for black people to actually care about their grades."
Other than that B in physics, you have all the A's and I.
Sorry.
No, I'm okay. I'm cool with that. It's AP physics anyhow. I'm okay with that.
Oh, we have the best relationship ever. We're really good friends. She's a single mother, and I live with her. We're just the two of us.
Now, I'm a true believer in the Lord only helping those that help themselves. So if you don't put any spit on your ball, it's going to be bad. I got to get to work.
Bye.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. I think one of my scores came back on the PSAT, and I scored in, like, the top 1% of the nation or something, and I was like, what? That's not me. I don't think I'm that smart. But my mom's like, I knew it. I knew it all along. And now that's like the league of people that can get into Harvard and Stanford. So you should try.
You need to help yourself.
All right. So the theme of our presentation this afternoon is where should you apply? There's a lot of herd mentality. There's a lot of, people just applying to the same schools. And, okay, yes, we all know what the Ivy League schools are, and there is a certain attraction to applying to them. But I'm not even referring to them. Let's talk about the defaults, namely the UC system. We all have a perceptual pecking order of the UCs, but the thing to remember is you are not too good for Santa Cruz or Riverside or even Merced, okay? UC is UC. I've become a voice to tell kids, look away from Stanford, you're not getting in, let's try this. You look at, the Ivy League schools, and even if you are a student who should be accepted at a school like this, you may not get in anyway. And that, in many cases, has to do with a little thing called ethnicity. Anyway.
God damn. Alvan, have you figured out the grading yet?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm so screwed, dude.
Look at my.
Oh,
are you sure? I haven't had a chance to go over it with you.
I did root instead of squared, and then I made it.
I'll have to go through that.
Okay. Shave, I'm 92. Teach me your wave, please.
Take the textbook, do all of the problems in the textbook, and check your work. What you do is you just don't do homework for other classes. And that's my job.
Oh, okay.
I just go home and do like 4 hours of physics, and then stay up till 3 in the morning trying to finish my other homework.
Oh, yeah.
If we looked at the blue particles as being in pure rotation, could be different masses or it doesn't matter, each a different distance r from the axis of rotation, and we added up all
I was really depressed in middle school. I'm not a suburb kid. I'm not meant to be in a house with a white picket fence with a bunch of, rich, spoiled, trust fund white kids. There's just something about the personality of a person who doesn't care and will still succeed. It rubs me the wrong way. So, going to a school with a bunch of, Asian kids is just like going to a school with a bunch of people who care. It's like a school of other Asianese. The career path that I want to pursue I think that climate change is like just entire social dynamic that is the world right now is going to change in my lifetime. So I want to be in a position where I feel like I'm helping. So I'm trying to pursue alternative energies, and I also need to go like one of the top 20 colleges, because otherwise I'm not going to be doing anything significant.
I'm going to the Stanford college presentation. I'm actually applying early for Stanford. What I've heard about Lowell students getting into Stanford is that there's a smaller chance.
Like, what's special about Stanford's pre-med pathway?
Okay, so we don't have a pre-med major.
Oh yeah, I've heard that Stanford doesn't like Lowell.
They don't accept a lot of people from Lowell.
I guess because they just think that we're like stereotypically Asian.
Apparently we're like robots here. Because they think we're AP machines. AP guzzling grade grubbers. Maybe he doesn't have like personalities that we want.
But you do not even have to major in the biological sciences or chemistry or anything like that. You can major in English and still be prepared.
I was at the presentations. According to my memory, the Stanford admission officer addressed the faculty and implied that Stanford viewed Lowell students as just a bunch of machines that accumulated massive amounts of course material and was able to spit it back on exams, and they wanted a different kind of student.
Last year, someone asked, why is it that such a oddly small percentage of Lowell kids get into Stanford? And then someone else raised their hand and said, is it because we're all Asian? To which the Stanford guy said, raise your hand if you would like everyone at your school to be the same. There was silence. No one raises their hands.
And I don't know if, how that plays into racial profiling in terms of smart Asian kids that do really, really well and then are put down for it.
It's a beautiful day up here in the 4th floor swimming pool. We got some great announcements for you today, but first, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
So like right now, the senior class is stressing over college apps. Right now is the time to get all the recs. Like write all the essays and like finalize your list.
There's so many qualified applicants nowadays.
That's why you gotta diversify in probably like 20 schools just to like throw your ballot around and see who picks it up.
Every kid needs to be able to understand and explain the same things about themselves when they hit the college process. Who are you? What interests you? What have you thought about doing? It's not all about GPAs and SAT scores. There's no formula for success anymore. Now what matters is that each child visualizes and actualizes their own life.
How is it taking you a step further?
By bringing it out in the open. We need to learn about cultural sensitivity. It's obvious.
Journalism, originally my mom actually signed me up for the class. I found I actually do like writing stories and reporting and talking to people.
Okay, well, this is...
The ability to just come up with ideas for stories and then present them and actually get them published is really cool to me.
No. Alright, this is too much.
The editors and I wanted to do something that would show the struggle between choosing what side of my racial identity that I actually identify with. This lighter-skinned hand is supposed to represent my Caucasian side, and this darker-skinned hand is supposed to represent my African-American side. My mom, she goes by the rule that if you're even 1/16th African-American, you are 100%, and then, like, that's what I should put on my transcript. It goes totally against that story I wrote about how I am African-American and Caucasian, so I do feel uncomfortable putting it down, but if it's something that can help me, then I feel like I should take that and use it to my advantage, which is horrible now that I say it out loud.
Well, good afternoon, Lowell. Good afternoon. Oh, hey, that's great. So my name is Quincy MacArthur. I'm an admissions officer at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So it's always a good idea to be nice to me and laugh at my jokes. That's right. Somebody's getting in from Lowell.
MIT is not one of my top choices. Yeah, I don't think it really fits me.
But we saw your mom there, and Dad. Did you know they were going to go?
They don't tell me these things. Like, they only tell me after they go.
You have multiple interests, that's all right too.
My parents are first-generation immigrants, and my mom's kind of like the steering wheel. For me, I can say, oh, grades don't matter, right? Don't like define you as a person. But my mom studied really hard in Taiwan, so she thinks that grades are actually pretty important, and she has to push it. She's actually told me, it's like I have like a little box around me, right? As I grow older, the box will expand, right? Until finally there's like no more box anymore, right? And I'll be able to do my own things. I'll be able to be responsible. But for now, I'm still in a little box, and she has to like look over me.
Mom, wait. Okay, now I'm getting a little stressed out. ACT test, SAT before March 2016. Can you check them off and I'll work on the activities edits now? How many have we taken? I put in that score. I finished ACT. This is for the normal SAT. Are you sure we have enough time to finish by tonight? When she says, what if you could get into Stanford, she's saying, I'm not expecting you to, but what if? But I still can't help but feel like I want to meet her expectations. Because, you know, I just want to make her proud. Isn't it okay? Well, how we have it is okay, right? I want to do something for her to make her happy, but the pressure is kind of insurmountable at times. It makes me feel not the best.
Next semester.
It was really intense. Yeah, my mom wanted me to finish on Saturday night because she knew that I had to do homework on Sunday. By like 12 o'clock,
I was already like, you know what, screw it, I want to go to sleep. But no, like, we kept working until like 3 o'clock. It was crazy, yeah.
I do feel a little bit of relief knowing that I successfully like finished it, but you know, I still prefer a UC. I feel like there's a much higher chance of a UC accepting me for like my grades and that kind of stuff.
He has very high goals, but I think for him it's very realistic goals. One of those schools would be Stanford, the top tier UCs, UC Berkeley, UCLA. I told him to apply to Brown. I think it would be a really great school for him. The kids at Brown are unique.
All right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and get started. How can women be pregnant and not show any symptoms? What age does your penis stop growing? Do women ejaculate every time they climax like men do?
But you're very close. Okay, it's about 10.
Wait.
That's like a 10% difference.
That's like a difference between an A and a B.
That's what I was going to say.
How do I know if I'm ready for sex? What do you think? You need to feel ready?
Yeah, like you yourself, like feel confident.
You feel confident? Yeah. Okay.
After your parents say okay.
So I hear that there is a dance this Friday. Are you going to go to it?
Wait, there's a dance?
Start with the chase, baby boy, you get your case. Jumping every day like I'm in a real craze. Cops better wait, got that game on my lane.
It's kind of interesting to see everyone that I'm so used to going to school with, like, in costume and having fun. I don't know. It's nice.
That's a nasty woman right there. I love Asians. Asians love me. Fantastic. They're fantastic.
I wanted to get like people to start dancing because usually like there's like an activation energy, right, for like a chemical reaction. Like I was basically like an enzyme, like to catalyze like the reaction, speed it up, and then you know. I am Ryan Emanuel. He's like a Chinese rapper. He's got like shorts, right? Usually his shorts are supposed to like go like up to here, but mine are just a little bit down because my mom didn't want me to like trip and like. My mom just wants me to protect my knees from the cold or something, so that's why it's over my knees.
Going down, bro.
My family didn't really push me that much. I would be a different person.
Without pressure, then we're just like, oh, we'll just sit at home and like play video games or watch TV or like hang out with friends, right? I do like pressure, but I don't like too much pressure.
Just doing all of it.
So I'm like the opposite of a tiger mom. I actually wanted my son to go to a neighborhood school just so that he would have a little more balance in life. I remember having to work very hard when I was at Lowell. I didn't want him to have to work that hard. But, I mean, I feel like I was a bad parent after he had told me that he didn't have enough APs to be considered for some colleges. I felt really bad. We were panicking a little bit, I guess. And a friend had recommended a college advising counselor, and we engaged her, I guess, in late October, so we were actually really late starting with that process.
I think the biggest role that she's played is that she's helped me turn around and see doors that were open.
Part of the reason why we didn't want him to take so many AP classes was because we wanted him to learn a little bit more about what he wanted to do. So, you know, he started writing his satirical blog. I mean, that's kind of a crazy thing, right? I mean, I guess maybe I don't have a sense of humor. I was like, really? But, you know, whatever makes him happy and inspires him. And so I would say to parents to really have your kids do things that help them to think creatively, that, you know, that they're not just a statistic, they're not a test score.
The satire piece, like, it's like supposed to mimic the
So I want to talk about three things today, then take a little break, and then jump back into your lab. And the third thing I have to tell you, you may or may not have heard, is very sad for me, because I need to let you know that I have liver cancer and that 5 tumors have appeared, and I just found out about it, and I'm going to need to have that dealt with. And I am active on the liver transplant list. The only way to get rid of liver cancer is to get rid of the liver. I am very, very sad and disappointed to leave you guys midstream. I really want to let you know that I feel I'm the luckiest person in the world having taught at Lowell. I got, I think, the most wonderful students. I got what I think was really got love and appreciation on a regular, if not daily basis. I actually feel loved, and I really want to thank you for that. Okay, guys. It looked like you were having a good time doing the lab yesterday. Sorry to bum you out, but see if you can get back into that today. Okay? Let's go.
Knowing Mr. Shapiro at such a personal level, like, it's like, you know, I don't know, I'll have difficulties doing all of my other stuff, like, probably these few months, you know. Homework, tests, grades, like, they don't really matter anymore if, like, you don't have, like, a firm emotional connection.
I just got evicted from my house. My dad did some shit which the landlord did not appreciate. So we got kicked out. Drugs, you know, nothing good. It was. My mom lives in Sausalito, and it wouldn't be legal for me to go to this school if I didn't live in San Francisco. So I need to be here to attend here. But it's totally worth it. Like, this school compared to, like, anything else is totally worth, you know, dealing with him.
Today is the first day of finals, the dreaded finals.
All right, does anybody not have a test and sketch on it in front of them, Hannah? As always, read questions carefully. Tell stories about storytelling.
Today is the deadline for UC abs and CSU abs, so lots of apprehension, anxiety.
The essays are probably one of the most important things next to grades and transcripts. It's like how well you're able to articulate yourself, how well you're able to package yourself for the university.
So I have roughly 7 supplemental essays, the Common App essay, the UC essay.
I'm probably going to have to, in the end, write like about 20 essays. It's just really hard to talk about yourself.
I don't know whether or not I should, like, be humble or, like, say good things or say one good thing and a bad thing.
If you ask a lot of Asians, a lot of them have a really, like, a more humble outlook. Like, they don't want to show too much about themselves. That's just how a lot of Chinese people or other Asian people are, like, brought up.
You have to sell yourself 100%. So even if you're not convinced that you're the best, you have to convince other people you're the best.
My mom, she really thinks that I have a big chance of getting into Stanford. She's like, well, we're going to get our acceptance on December 15th. And I'm like, no, we're going to get mail from Stanford on December 15th.
have a 4.0 GPA. I have a 3.9 cumulative. And, you know, I didn't get a 1600 on the SAT. I only got a 1500, you know, and that's significantly lower than the average of what gets accepted in the high-level schools like that. The kids who are going to higher-level colleges they're the big players of the world, you know. If I don't go to one of those big colleges, I will not be able to do what I want to do. And at least looking at my resume, I don't have what it takes.
Okay. Check on myself, make sure I have 35 copies before you go, you know. Your last exam this semester.
No, it's...
Oh, don't worry, you got it now.
The guy. He got into Harvard.
Oh, he did?
Pretty sick.
Are you guys surprised that he got in?
You guys are talking too much for being in the possession of an exam. Okay?
It's a hard college to get into, so I wasn't really upset. It's not like I was like hoping and wishing and thinking that I was for certain going to get in. My mom seemed she tried to pretend like she was okay, but I could tell she was kind of disappointed.
I'm okay. I didn't really expect much. That kind of just like told me, I guess, that I'd be going to the East Coast for college, which was my like original plan.
What was your mom's reaction when she found out that you got rejected?
Oh, she was the one who told me. Like, I didn't even look at my email. She was the one who told me.
Wait, she checked it for you?
Yeah.
We didn't exchange gifts because they buy the things all the time. So
you don't get a present from your mom?
如果说是在台湾的话，因为你考几分，分数多少，他就要你这样子啊。我觉得美国比较难。It's nothing you can in control.
Yeah, I haven't really been doing anything besides like apps. I think that my number of colleges that I've applied to is like enough. And then my mom's like, okay, once you finish this, then you're done, right? You don't have to do anything else. And then right after I finish it, she wants me to do like 5 more. And it's like, that's the same for every single, it's like, I'm just so dumb.
Even though he's a teenager, he listened to parents' advice pretty well. And sometimes, a few times, maybe he was kind of disagree, but he still will try to accommodate parents' advice.
She looks through stuff and she gives me ideas.
Yeah.
My dad is like the physical help. He'll like drive.
Yeah, and sometimes we try to translate the question to my husband, even though he didn't get a high school diploma, but he's smart. Yeah. He said, just don't say that.
You should put that on your college application. You know that? Because that would actually help your chances.
No, because I don't want, people to like think lowly of my dad or anything. So. Yeah.
Think low.
All right, welcome back. I am Mr. Cooley, if you haven't seen me. Mr. Shapiro has given me control over your fate.
I have finished my college application, and I have sent everything in.
I am finishing my 20th school.
My sanity's almost gone.
I've applied to 11. That's including Stanford. I have the 2 UCs, so that's Berkeley and LA, and then Yale, Princeton, Harvard, and Brown, Duke, Columbia, Penn, and Washington University. Was that 11? Yeah, I think that was 11.
My worst fear would have a student apply to 10 very prestigious schools and not get into any of them and not have a backup plan.
How's everybody's break? Anything interesting? Physics moments? There must have been some physics moments.
Stanford was a huge disappointment. I got that. But now we know that's not the direction we're going in, and we're going to go in a totally, entirely different direction. Because if you went to Stanford, you're right down the street from me.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'd be in my face every weekend.
Well done.
I'm not, you know I love you. I mean, like, even Berkeley's not going to work for me. That's a butt right away.
Why do you want me far away? I feel like you're kicking me out.
Here's the deal. I think that you grow up more when you're away. I would like for you to take your own space and make your own way.
Now the waiting begins. Now we don't get to wait. We have to wait.
Give me a hug. It's really good to see you.
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay. You know, just there's a lot of, you know, emotional difficulties, waiting. It's, you know, from the last 9 days, I think I was back up on 2 livers. So I would need one pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. And it really could happen. So be positive and positive prayers and vibes my way. You'll do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand. So, any fun happening at school?
It's nerve-wracking.
Did you apply to all these? Oh, my God. Boston, Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Emory, Fordham, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Northeastern, Pomona, Stanford, Tulane.
Well, my parents really like Berkeley, but the location is so close to home. It's like my parents can like come visit me like every like 2 days or something. Like I don't, you know, they're gonna like tell me to go home on the weekends or something. Like I don't want that. I tell her like I want to go a bit further. Like I really like LA, so I would put that like first. I'm gonna show them that, you know, I don't need East Coast first-ranked schools.
I hate answering the, like, why do you want to go to the school? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait. Especially when you haven't, like, gone to the school.
Did you get, like, a question like that just outright?
So, at my other interview?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also got that from my MIT interview. They're like, oh, yeah, where do you want to go? I'm like...
Yeah, those are the worst questions.
Oh, my God, the Lowell crew here. 8 o'clock. Plot twist, they interview us all together.
My mom, she keeps Boston weather on her phone to check in and see the weather in Boston, and she's like, oh, it's snowing. If you were in Harvard, and you'd have to wear a big coat. She tries to give me little practice interviews, but I think it makes me more nervous because once I say, like, an answer that I think would be okay, she'd be like, no, don't say that. That's wrong. No. And I'm like, oh.
I wanted to apply for all the Ivies. That's kind of an awesome thing to have. It's much, to me, like a union ticket. Once you graduate from an Ivy League school, you basically can work where you want to. So I would like to have for her to have that level of security. It's very important that she's not relying upon anybody's salary but her own. We didn't apply for anything that was a bad idea. I mean, I think if you play it too safe, then you don't take any chances. You don't want rejection. I think dealing with rejection is a part of growing up.
I see my dad once every 3 or 4 days. and he doesn't take any responsibilities for the most part in his life. It's my grandma on my dad's side that gives me money for food and has taken up the responsibility of raising me. I go shopping for myself, I clean the house, I do all of that. Then he's, out from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. every night. That's what he does. There is something about eating your own food that makes it better, though. There's something to it. Like, you can burn everything, and you can still savor it a bit more if you made it.
你不应该给他东西的，我很老实的说，你不应该给他东西。
他有没有东西？有没有给？
没有，我没有给他。他想给他2个电影票，他没有收，他不拿。然后，所以我后来也没有给他钱，那个红包，他也不拿。等于说好像在付钱一样，要很。
不是这样，因为中国新年。
没有办法这样，你没有办法这样讲妈咪。有可能是有别的 intention， 然后他们会 get it wrong， 所以最好是就不要给他们东西。我说吃2块之后，我可以不要吃这个吗？
可以啊。今年是鸡年，你知道吗？你应该。
我不管说今年是什么年。
不管你管不管 ，OK？ 我要你自己就吃哈。哎 ，Lucy 啊，是给你跟那个你们老板 ，OK？No No No No， 给你哈，新年好。最后，对。
We initially thought that the interview would last about an hour or so, but it went way over time, so it went from 10 to almost about 12. He said that I'm a pretty good fit for Brown, and he'll try to put in a good word for me, in his evaluation and stuff. I just had to tell my mom that there's like different aspects of the culture that she's not necessarily familiar with. Yeah, it was really cringy, and while my mom was talking about the interview, I was just like, oh my god, like this is gonna end so badly.
Okay, here we go. This is a scenario you're gonna try to reframe for yourself. Pretend you got a rejection letter to all the colleges you want to go to.
Oh, you got it both.
I know this is like preemptive, as in you haven't got rejected yet, but how would you normally interpret the situation? What does it signal to you? Oh, the rejection letter equals what?
Everybody hates you.
What about potentials of your future?
You have none.
You have none. Yeah, signs of failure, signs of no future. What are you going to do? There's no hope for you, etc., right? And the prospects of having no future.
Who needs Bible again? 1, 2. God, we pray for just all of us. We pray for the seniors during this college draft season. Lord, the letters are coming in. We ask that no matter what, we would know that this is all according to your plan.
Do you know the username and password for the UC Davis application? Okay.
At the very last play, he took a shot, and I feel
Oh, hey. Guess who got accepted? Hey. We. I got in.
Okay, I'll be up soon. Okay, bye.
Too early to get excited.
But it's an acceptance.
I know, but I've been in touch with Dartmouth today. I was in touch with the financial aid lady. She said she just needed some more information.
Wait, what?
Yeah?
Wait.
Wait, what did you just say?
Well, I'm just saying,
Wait,
they have
what
let
did
the cat out the bag.
Wait,
When I'm
can
talking to her.
you, like, say word from word what she said?
She said, it's no big deal, no big deal. We're down to our final list. We're just trying to get all the stuff together for these kids. And then I think she kind of let the cat out the bag with a comment of that nature. So I'm feeling really hopeful.
I'm going to see whether or not I got in Johns Hopkins. Here goes nothing. God damn it, give me some Wi-Fi, bro. Holy crap. Hey, I didn't get in. Woo! Wait.
My weekend was quite terrible.
I logged in and found out, I got rejected.
Why is that?
All right, number one.
I didn't get in.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't get in.
Well, if I didn't get into Davis, then, obviously, Berkeley and LA are probably going to reject me too now because those ones are supposed to be more difficult than Davis to get into.
Oh, shit. It's out. I could log in. Oof. It's gonna determine my future. I swear to God, dude. Come on, man. Come on. No, come on, dude.
What was their excuse?
It's always the same. It's like, you were one out of, 102,000 applicants. And that they were all overachieving, high achieving, but we couldn't accept them all. So it's like, that's always their excuse. There's an option to be waitlisted. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my mom now.
Alright, man.
哎妈，我没有进。
Mint chocolate chip, right?
I have pretty high expectations for the type of people who will be at the college that I go to. A lot of professors at the schools that I'm applying to, they're really, I don't know, I guess you would call them prestigious. Like, interesting people who have stories to tell.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right.
Obviously, after you apply to college, you'll be in a community where all of these people have gone through the same application process as you, and they've kind of been weeded out. It hasn't been often that I've been in a situation where there's less Asian people than there are, other ethnicities, and I'm just really looking forward to that. I'm kind of tired of Chinese people.
Okay, we got waitlisted. Harvard. Okay, I got waitlisted. Yeah, from Columbia. Okay, I think I'm gonna check Brown right now. Oh my gosh, another wait list. I'm checking Penn right now. Oh, okay. I got rejected. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so I got rejected from Yale. Okay. So I got rejected from Princeton. Okay. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I'm relieved now.
expecting to get into at least one. I did really, really want to go over to the East Coast, but I guess it's okay. We'll do it another time.
All right, let's kick this rally off. How you guys doing today? What is that? How you guys doing today?
So many kids got into Berkeley, and I'm like, why didn't I get into Berkeley?
You get used to feeling mediocre. It's slowly but surely.
I was just personally hoping for more.
It's kind of a hard time right now.
What the hell? Like, this is not how high school's supposed to end.
3.5 years of killing myself here, and I got in Santa Cruz.
I just feel like I tried so hard, and I'm going to a school that I didn't even have to try hard to, like, get into.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready to be more hyped than this? Are you guys ready?
I just think that I'm not good enough. That's what I think.
Like, that's the one issue with the college application process, that you can't figure out what went wrong and what went right.
I mean, you're just so powerless in the situation.
You know that there are so many people out there who are like similar to you, and like, how do they accept? Like, oh, they just like flip a coin, or they like throw darts at a board.
This whole process creates people who are very cynical about the colleges they end up going to. I can't go if it's full price because I can't afford it. My family cannot afford it. But I hope if I do get in, some aid that makes it affordable. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Mom. I got into Oxford.
Full tuition for 4 years.
Wow, I guess that's pretty surprising. Full tuition.
All right, yeah, all right.
Bye.
I guess I still don't even know why I got into Emory. There's definitely a part of me that says that I probably shouldn't have. But I guess that's just like the culture of Lowell seeping into my brain. The reason is that there really is no reason, and that college admissions, it's like, the only sure thing is that there's no sure things. Well, besides Jonathan Chu getting into Harvard and Stanford. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone saw that since freshman year. You know, like, come on now.
I know one kid thought that I only got into UCLA because I was black. He said that, like, just flat out. You probably just got in because you're black.
She gets a lot of pushback at school. People convincing her that she got in because she's black. And with a 33 ACT score and a 4.1 GPA, it put her right in the medium for every Ivy League school that she applied for.
I never imagined I would have gotten here. 4 out of the 8 Ivies waitlisted me. 2 of them I got into. I got into Brown University and Cornell University.
My name is Rachael and I go to Lowell High School.
Throughout my time at Lowell, I've really internalized that stereotype that I get a lot of things because I'm black. And I think for a while, I tried to, like, not own up to my blackness, you know? I think I've worked hard, and I think I have the right grades, and I've done the right things to get to where I am. But I don't like the fact that Asian students who deserve to get in too, just as much as I do, they're not getting in just because of their race.
I think colleges want somebody who really knows what they want to do. And a lot of people at Lowell don't really know what their passion is yet. Including me. I don't think this far ahead.
I tried to portray myself as less Asian because Asians were seen as, like, machines. But, like, I work hard and I strive to be a nerd. Because that's the definition of being Asian.
I didn't take dance like before, but I feel like I should have because I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What time does prom start?
It starts at 8.
Oh, that's pretty late.
Yeah, and it goes until midnight.
You gonna do a limo?
My mom got like a room at the hotel where the prom is at.
OMG.
Yeah. Afterwards, I can just go up to my room and go to sleep.
Any friends gonna stay with you?
In the room?
Well, yeah. Well, you wanna go party with your friends? Oh yeah. So mommy gonna stay?
Yeah.
Okay, just say me and mommy.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad, what's up?
Okay, how's it going? Well, yesterday morning, my mom woke me up and she was like, well, you need to choose your college today. We're not leaving the house until you do it. Initially, I wanted to go to Brown. Just a lot of people strong in literature came out of Brown. And I like creative writing, but she kept pushing for Cornell, and I thought to please her, I would go to Cornell and she'd be happier.
Okay, and right now I'm not happy because I wasn't successful.
Okay. You got one more.
Alrighty.
It's like balancing between what I want and what I think my mom will be most happy with. And I feel like that's the problem for a lot of people at Lowell.
Oh, gosh, thank you. Oh, right next to my heart. Oh, right next to my new liver. And then right next to my heart. Thank you. That's awesome.
I got off the Berkeley waitlist. So.
You got into Berkeley?
Yeah.
Oh, that could cause a little bit of contemplation, shall we say?
Yeah. You right?
It's so nice to see you, and thank you.
From me.
Yes.
Yeah, as a mother. Of course, like San Diego offering like neuroscience, which is his major that he really like to do in the future. But San Diego only have like a 55% four-year graduation rate.
The question is not which school is better, which school is better for Alvan. The best place for him is where he feels the most comfortable. And since I know there's many research opportunities at San Diego, he'll be better off than going to Harvard, Stanford, Berkeley, any place.
Thank you. So
And
we are leaving because I think we spend you too much time, and
Okay.
then you have to take rest.
Okay, that's great. I got energized by Alvan. That's what he does. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good luck.
very
Good luck.
much.
Yeah,
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm 18. This is my college experience. Should I be making a decision, right? But my mom just doesn't think so, and she wants to keep me in like a little, in like a little box or something.
Bye, Shapiro. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mr. Shapiro.
A lot of people have told me high school's like going to be like the best time of your life. My best times in this school were getting like decent test scores, getting decent GPAs, finishing assignments on time. Honestly, like there hasn't been anything that has been like, whoa, I'm gonna remember that when I'm like 80 and have Alzheimer's or something like that. A lot of kids here, they feel like their self-worth is really measured in which university they go to. And once they can't get in, they get all sad. They can't define themselves in the way that they want to. And it's crushing to see.
Shoot.
I have a year and a half more before I go into college. The more I've looked around, I think I don't need to be in a top 20 school to make a difference. I think I can make whatever school I'm at my own, and I think that's what's important. I think that might come off as me, like, settling for less or something, or, like, changing my perspective to avoid, like, the hurt, but I really do think that my perspective on that has changed in the sense that I really do think that I could make a school my own and make it meaningful.
Rachael Schmidt. Sophia Wang.
Alvan Kai.
A whole, like, you have to be successful in high school, you have to be successful in college, you have to get a good job that pays a lot of money. I feel like it leaves like a really important thing out, and I think that's happiness. So I packed my suitcase a few days ago. I'm like super happy. It honestly can't get any better, And I guess like another really weird fact is that I was able to do it and not really have a tiger mom and stuff. I guess I'm very fortunate that my mom really cares about me and she lets me do what I want to do.
I'm really excited for him because this is like such a nice opportunity that he can leave school and just live out his dream and not be weighed down by anything. Chinese style, so no debt.
A couple days before we got here, I was still a bit unsure. I don't know if this is gonna make my mom happy. I don't know if this is like the one that she really wanted. But I'm excited about Brown because it's what I chose, and being happy about it makes me feel like I made the right choice.
Thank you.
Ah, beautiful. I love it there.
We used to have this thing where, because of the divorce, I would cry a lot in K through 8. And so she would tell me, you need to stop that. You need to hide your emotions a bit more, or at least not like show them outwardly. See? My eyes are watering.
So what's next for you?
I live life. I don't know how to answer that.
How does it feel? It feels great. But how does it feel? It feels awful. So, I'm serious. It's just, I'm happy that she has the opportunity, but I'm sad that she's gone.
You gotta text me when you land, okay?
Text you every step of the way. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're crying.
I am not.
Yes, you are. It's okay. It's okay to cry.
I'm gonna miss you too, Mama.
Be strong, because that is what we do.
What we do, girl. Okay. Alrighty.
Bye, Mama. Have a safe flight, okay?
Check in? What is your check-in time?
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, hello. And what's your name?
A-L-V-A-N. Last name C-A-I.
You are in building 8.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your name?
Alvan. Last name C-A-I.
Alvan. Okay, I see. So you're in 8D26B.
我会做的，我知道怎么做。
Alvan. 好，那你走吧。
I think this is my building.
Hello.
I live in SF.
Oh, yeah.
It was like hella close, yeah.
Oh my gosh, 那你平住哪里？
I do value, what my parents have done for me. I'm actually really grateful. But, I have to be an adult now.
Okay, do you think that's
I don't know, it's kind of humbling.
Open, 我攞走啊。Okay.
Which closet? Which closet?
I think that one.
Okay.
那个对啊，那个下面嘛，比较方便啊。好，拜拜。我会常见面啊，好，拜拜 ，I love you。好，拜拜。Bye bye. We will see each other more, okay? And I will bring you to Shealand to have a good dinner or lunch, okay? Bye bye. Bye. Thank you, Casper. Nice to talk with you. And I told him that we can meet each other as often as he wants.
With the exception of the occasional anxiety attack, today's been okay.
Oh my God! What the fuck? No way! No! Are you? Oh my God! No! Way! Oh my God! I got in! Yes! Who do I even call? Who do I call first? Who do I call? When I was young, even that was clinical, always intellectual, cynical. There are times when all the world is deep. The questions run so deep. For such a beautiful man, won't you please tell me what you've learned? I know it sounds absurd, but please tell me who I am. What would you say? They'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh, fanatical, criminal. Oh, won't you sign up your name? Read like you feel you're acceptable, respectable, oh, respectable, vegetable.